Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. The Dragon Fist, SSJ3 GOKU and HIRUDEGARN Dual Dokkan Fest has been confirmed by Global. They are indeed coming next, and we have their details and English translations and animations for you today. One thing I'm going to say to you immediately as we're about to start looking through HIRUDEGARN's details is Global players, as good as they may be, as flashy as the animations may look, save your stones. We're literally about to go into April. We are a few months away from the 9th anniversary where we have the best units in the game and Beast Gohan coming out. So hold on to them stones. So HIRUDEGARN will lead movie bosses or resurrected warriors with the 170 and then give the additional HP attack and defense plus 30% for characters who also belong to legendary existence or transformation boost. Unfortunately, this lead isn't the best. This category isn't the best, and that is one thing HIRUDEGARN has as a major issue, is he doesn't really have too many teams he's going to work on, including his own. So he activates the entrance animation upon the character's entry. He'll gain Ki +3, attack and defense plus 100%, and a 50% chance from a critical hit for 5 turns from the character's entry turn. At the start of turn, we'll start with attack and defense plus 200%, gain an additional attack plus 100% when attacking, have a 70% chance of dodging, launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after evading an attack, then gain an additional defense plus 10% up to 50% with each attack evaded. His link set is Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. Then his active skills, where he'll transform, which can be activated when HP is 70% or less, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle, which this actually isn't too bad. I mean, maybe some instances, depending on what units and team you're using, getting down to 70% HP quickly or by the 3rd turn may be a little bit difficult. However, with longer content coming during the 9th anniversary, hitting the 6th turn really isn't too bad as it used to be, but at least you have like an either or condition. His categories are movie bosses, resurrected warriors, legendary existence, transformation boost, time travelers, planetary destruction, and storied figures. Then on super attack, he'll be raising defense, he'll be stacking and causing immense damage to the enemy. Then we have when HIRUDEGARN is transformed or perfect form. And then once he's transformed, he'll start the turn with Ki +3, attack and defense plus 250%, gain an additional attack plus 150% when attacking, and an additional attack and defense plus 100%, and a 50% chance of performing a critical hit as the first attacker in a turn. He'll launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack and have a 70% chance of evading enemies' attack. He'll launch another additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after evading an attack, and then gain an additional chance for a critical hit and a chance of evading enemies' attack, plus 10% within the same turn of each attack evaded. And then on the next attacking turn, every time the character evades 3 attacks in battle, which is very nice. I mean, this guy is an absolute dodging machine. It does give you kind of an incentive to slide him into slot 1, and if you do get lucky with a dodge, of course, he's going to gain that dodge chance, he's going to gain crit chance, and he could just generally go from taking some damage, even if small, to literally nothing at all. But also, what helps in his favor is, because a lot of these enemies nowadays have AoEs, you don't even need to have him in slot 1. The AoEs, of course, will hit everyone from slot 1, 2, and 3. If you haven't used one of the new taunt skills from the 9th anniversary to direct attacks, which I'm pretty sure AoEs, if I remember rightly, don't fall under the constraints of, so they still attack everyone, you can still trigger that dodge chance and get the extra buffs before even super attacks without actually having them in slot 1, which works out really well. None of his links change. On super attack now, he is greatly raising attack by 50% for 1 turn and causing immense damage to the enemy. Then we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who will start the turn, or let me actually start with his leader skill first, that would make a bit more sense. He leads movie heroes or final trump card. Movie heroes are still one of the strongest teams in the game, when that will only continue to be so once the 9th anniversary hits. So even as a 170 lead, very nice. He'll then give the additional HP attack and defense plus 30% for characters who also belong to Super Saiyan 3 or Kamehameha units. His leader skill is solid. I mean, it's a lot better than HIRUDEGARN's, which isn't difficult. He'll start the turn with Ki +3, attack and defense plus 200%. He has a 30% chance of performing a critical hit, a 50% chance of dodging, and gains an additional attack and defense plus 150 when performing a super attack, and an additional attack and defense plus 159%, and a chance for a critical hit, and a chance of evading enemies' attack plus 20% as the second or third attacker in a turn, which is very, very nice because you get super attack, then have these extra chances to dodge, and that's like a total of what, 70% chance to dodge? Yeah, the initial 50 and then 20%. And then not only that, again, it works out with all of these enemies that use AoEs, which a lot of them do now, because even if you're in slot 1, 2, or 3, or specifically 2 or 3 in this, you know, situation where he does gain the extra 20%, there's a big chance that he may dodge the AoE coming from. So Goku also gains an additional attack plus 159% and a chance for a critical hit plus 50% when HP is 59% or less. He also has a 70% chance of nullifying unarmed super attacks directed at the character. So Goku will have solid defense, tons of chance to dodge, and also being able to nullify unarmed super attacks as well. So a lot of good defensive capability in his arsenal. His link set is Golden Warrior, Same Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Limit Breaking Form, and Fierce Battle. His standby, you can enter when HP is 70% or less, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. He'll stand by for 5 turns, so very similar conditions, or no, pretty much the exact same conditions as Hirudegarn's active. His categories are Movie Heroes, Final Trump Card, Super Saiyan 3, Kamehameha, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Goku's Family, Turtle School, Mastered Evolution, Bond of Friendship, Accelerate Battle, Power Beyond a Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, and Earthbred Fighters. On Super Attack, he'll greatly raise attacks, he'll stack attack by 50% and raise defense by 30% for 1 turn, and cause immense damage to the enemy. Then he'll transform into Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or this will be during standby. And then when he's during standby, he's unable to attack, except when finish effect is activated. He'll gain attack and defense plus 333%, gain an additional attack plus 159% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, have a 70% chance of dodging. He will also... Where am I up to? Where am I up to? He'll also gain an additional chance of evading enemies' attack plus 20% when HP is 59% or less. He'll foresee enemy super attack when the character's attacking turn. All allies will gain key plus 3 and defense plus 59%. Gain an additional attack plus 333% when finish effect is activated. And within the same turn, evade enemies' attack. So he has a lot going for him during the standby. So not only does he have a finish skill, which means he's going to do a ton of damage, but he also has 70% chance to dodge. He gains extra dodge chance if you have low HP or HP at 59% or less. Has support, but not only that, if he does dodge, if he does dodge, yeah, play plus additional attack plus 233% when finish effect is activated and within the same turn. Yeah, so no, if you do use his finish effect, he will have guaranteed dodge afterwards, which with how hard some of these enemies are hitting and AoEs and everything, is a massive, massive thing to have under his belt. And then when he does his finish skill, which can be activated when an enemy launches a super attack against the character, he will massively raise attack temporarily, nullify enemy super attack, and counter with ferocious power, performs a critical hit. Again, a lot of added benefit under his belt. Not only is he nullifying enemy super attack and countering with ferocious power, performs a crit. So a lot going for this Goku. As I said, this Goku and Hirudegarn are probably 2 of the best TURs in the game. However, there are much better units coming for the 9th anniversary, so I don't feel like I need to tell you to save. But by all means, if you want to summon for these guys, if you've got the stones, or maybe you spend money on the game, it's entirely up to you. Okay, so first we've got Hirudegarn's animations, which if I remember rightly, his look fantastic. And for global translations, or for like global voice lines, yeah, I can't imagine they're going to matter too much, because Big Hirudegarn don't talk. Big Hirudegarn just make noise. They do look clean, though. They do look good. There's just something about his sprite in the animations that just looks so good. Like, they generally done a good job of capturing like him being an absolute monster. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about, I mean, the art style is great. Obviously, it's from the movie, right? But there's just something they've done perfectly about capturing him being just a beast. They just look sick. I don't know why. I actually just love his animations so much. They just look sick. Now we have the SSJ3 Goku's OST to go with it. Always like the transition. Did it look a bit wonky? Sure. But I always like the transition. Ooh. This sounds good. Oh. Give it to him. Yeah, that was okay. I can't lie, the English voice line matched the same thing the Dragon Fist did, unfortunately. Not that the Dragon Fist looked bad, but the one thing about the Dragon Fist on this Goku, right? It just lacked a bit of oomph. The same way that voice line for the Dragon Fist lacked a bit of oomph. This bit, though, this bit sounds good. Oh, it just sounds good, bro. It just sounds so good. Yeah, this, I can't lie, as I said, just like the actual animation, it just lacks a bit of oomph. It sounds good. You know what I mean? Big Sean can't sound bad, but it just lacked a little bit of oomph. The same with the animation. Like, I do think it looks good, but I feel like the Dragon Fish should look so much better. But yeah, Hirudegarn SSJ3 Goku is coming out on Global soon. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. I said you should be saving because the anniversary isn't too far off. But let me know if you are going to. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Have the rest of your day. And post.